Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a Masters game between Scumbag and Teegs on Abyssal Reef, the latter edition. This was sent to me at falconpaladin@gmail.com with the subject of a Masters game. I figured I would give it a cast. I haven't really had a Masters game that was super terrible yet, so we're going to roll with it. And Teegs says, it's interesting you chose to name yourself after a used condom. Oh, sad times from Teegs. Anyway, top left side of the mouth, a red Terran player. It is Scumbag. I'm not familiar with the slang of the youths these days. That could be true. And in the bottom right side of the map, we have the blue Zerg player. It is Teegs from SC. So a ZVT here on Abyssal Reef, the fishy map at Masters level. I do like Masters level. These players are better than Diamond. Not quite GM yet, and you can tell. There are things they can work on, but generally it's very, very solid play. Incredibly solid play. Scumbag refusing to respond to what Teegs is saying. I'm not sure if that means that Teegs does not actually, or Scumbag rather, does not actually speak English, which is entirely possible, or just has his opponent on block, which is also possible. You can totally do that. It's a quick double barracks opening from Scumbag, though. Okay, this could get interesting. This could be a 3 Rax Reaper opening, and he's just hiding the Rax back inside his main. It is going to be a 3 Rax. He's got the gas. Going to be 3 Rax Reaper. Okay, so in the past, I have taken submissions for Reaper group names, which in situations like this, where there are groups of Reapers, we give them an entire name. And so feel free to submit those in the comments if you're so inclined. We can get those going again, because I did run out of those, as well as Reaper and Oracle names here all within the last month or so. So Reaper names are on the board, Oracle names too, and Reaper group names. Expansion just about done here for Teegs. He's got an extractor and a spawning pool on the way. So without scouting this, how do you handle it? Here's a question many Zerg players have asked. I've lost to the strategy myself. On the ladder, 3 Rax Reaper in the hands of a very capable player. I almost feel like it was a smurf. Like going back and watching the replay, the APM was 300 and the dudes were just, the Reaper's control was so good. And I tried to get Ravagers out, but I couldn't and I died. So that's the answer, is getting Ravagers. I know that much, but you have to be able to hold them off and have good micro on your Lings and good micro on your Queens, and a little too much for my little Platinum, sometimes on a good day Diamond brain to handle against somebody who is that skilled at this, and I was dead. So first Reaper coming in, Teegs says, all right, first Reaper, don't chase him off creep. Don't chase him off creep. Trying to get that surround, almost got the surround, but did pull his wounded Reaper Ling back, so that's good news. Just waiting for the Queen to pop here. Don't let the Reaper kill that drone. Good job. Just chase him away. Chase him away. Everything's normal. Nothing too crazy at this point. Oh, shoot, a second Reaper. That tells you everything you need to know. It is going to be a 3 Rax Reaper. Nobody just opens 2 and doesn't send any more. Queen is there, blown towards the Reapers. That's not good news. You can't, whatever you do, Scumbag, do not lose these Reapers. Don't you do it. So far, so good. Queen stabbing away at these Reapers, getting some good damage in, but 2 more Reapers. Oh, lost one of the Reapers' control. Not that great. Out of Scumbag there. Queen's doing fairly well for themselves. A spine crawler coming up in his main base? Yeah, well, sort of in his main base, on the edge of his creep in his main, towards this cliff. The Reapers don't show really any indication from going there, or to going there. Queen is dead. Lings have been dying by the dozens, it feels like, but only 9 have died so far. Sometimes it feels worse than it is. Have you seen those StarCraft videos? The, like, what it is versus what it feels like? That's exactly what this is. What this feels like is losing hundreds of Zerglings and like 18 Queens and 36 drones, but really, it's losing 12 Lings and 2 Queens. Actually, 2 Queens is not good. Lings have speed now. They're trying to get that surround. They pick off 1, 2, maybe 2 of the Reapers. 2 of the Reapers, but more Reapers showing up, and the Lings are forced to retreat again. Teegs might just handle this with Speedlings and Queens. Getting a charge, blowing that Queen forward, and picking off a Reaper while she does it. Hero Queen, that one blows her back. Like, standing and fighting is not really what you want to do here, Reaper. Hit and run, hit and run. Has he decided that's it? Is he transitioning out of this? He is now. He's throwing down a command center inside his main base. I think Teegs held on. I think he held on there. 88 charges thrown down. Not hitting anything, actually, thus far. Teegs trying to get that surround on these dudes. You can do it, but then you get blown into the air like it's a trampoline. Like this. Whee! Oh, what have the Reapers got left behind? It's hard to control. Hard to control where these Reapers go. Bad rally on that Reaper. He dead. The further you can push these Reapers out, the better it is for you. 88 charges on top of the cliff as the Scumbag's Reapers decide to hop on off. And that's it. Are we done? Are we chilled? Nope. A lot of Zerglings. High ground and low ground. The Reapers, oh, get out of there just in the nick of time. But I think they're going to get surrounded. KD8 charge is making sure that doesn't actually happen, but we're losing Reapers nonetheless. They are pretty flimsy, and a few hits from Lings is going to be enough. So many Lings have died, but a Reaper is dying as well. More Lings coming in, getting that surround. All Reapers but one are dead. The final Reaper trying to get all the way home. He's not going to make it. He's not going to make it. He dead. He dead. Lings trying to come up this ramp, but there are unfortunately Reapers here. Oh, blew one of the Lings inside the main base of Scumbag, and then promptly was murdered as there are 3 Reapers there. Baneling Nest coming in. Is Teegs going to try to Baneling bust? That would actually be pretty effective, because all that's here for Scumbag are Reapers. And if you Baneling bust this and a bunch of Lings get in, it could be catastrophic for Scumbag. He's still making Reapers, though. He's not done with it. He's not done with it. He's got 6 Reapers on the field. He's got 3 more on the way. He's going to have a total of 9. Is he double? Scumbag is double expanding out of this. Are you serious? Lings versus Reapers out in the open field. So many getting blown apart scenes here. The poor Reapers are getting left behind, though, which is bad, which is really bad news. Bad rally by that Reaper. Recognizes the problems and joins his buddies before he dies, which is great. Resources lost at this point are, let's see here, 1,600 for the Terran and 1,800 for Teegs. All minerals for the Zerg player and 800 gas for Scum there. Production tab shows we're droning up. For Teegs, got Lings and Banelings if we need him in a Spinecrawler, and that's it. So he survives the initial aggression, but guess what? There's more coming. There's seriously more coming. Yep, trying to throw up a great... Wow. Scumbag throws up the great wall of supply depots with bunker immediately. He literally has 6 SCVs building this. He wants to be protected now because obviously the Reapers are out of town. They can't defend, so might as well throw up some defense and have some Reapers back home. Reaper's killing creep tumors. I like how active this Terran player is. He's being really good. 194 average APM for Scum and 190 for Teegs. Queens trying to chase these guys away. They hit him pretty hard, but the Reaper's just so fast you can't really get in a straight up fight with them. Speedling comes in, says, great wall of supply depots, eh? And then decides not to harass. SCVs trying to unload themselves. There you go. On the right side of the wall. You don't want to be on the outside of the wall. That's where the White Walkers are. It's bad news. A tank in production for Scumbag as well. And just going to turtle up here. Not actually landing that third base, as I think he recognizes there's Lings running around. Doesn't feel safe enough to do it, but he's using them for mules. He's using them for SCV production, and it's 29 to 34 harvesters. Teegs has a lead, but it's not massive. Reapers coming into the main base. Oh, the Spinecrawler actually shoos them away. Lings trying to get the surround. Ravagers are finally out, and all the Reapers get murdered at the third base location for Teegs. All of them are dead. 21 dead Reapers. Ladies and gentlemen, that adds up to a total of 1,150 minerals and 1,150 gas, in case you were curious. Tank explodes one of them Lings in a bloody mess there. I don't think you're getting through here with Widow Mines and tanks and Marines and probably a Liberator out of that starport if I had to guess. Might have actually be pretty good too in this situation, but Liberators would be extra devastating, I think. Is he going for it? If you're going to come up here, at least Baneling bust. Lings just kind of sacrificing themselves to the god of siege tanks. And Teegs decides it's a bad idea. He backs on out. He's trying to throw down another thing of corrosive biles to kill those supply depots. Can he get him? He gets them. Oh, and mules came off the line to repair those as well, so they're all dead. There is a big attack of... How are there more Reapers? I thought they were all gone. Reapers forcing the full evacuation at the natural base of Teegs. He's making a third base during his attack, but Reapers flying right on into the main scouting. They do see a lair. That's good information. Transfuses keeping the Queens alive as they finish off these Reapers inside the main base. There's more dead Reapers, you guys. 23, 24, 25 dead Reapers. 86 to 72 total supply. Teegs has the lead. He's got Ravagers out. He's got Lings out. He's checking for a third base. There's not one, but again, there's a third command center, which is kind of confusing. It's just inside the main. Spire morphing in from Teegs. He might try to go for Mutas here. Yeah, Mutas makes sense if the tank count gets too high. Roach Ravager's not going to be very good in the situation. I mean, he's trying to corrosive bile down supply depots, which he's doing pretty well at. He just keeps taking tank fire. Ooh. Losing a couple of Ravagers in exchange for those 2 supply depots, leaving smoking, flaming craters behind them. And immediately being replanted by our Terran players. Third base done by Teegs. 49 to 42 harvesters. Teegs has a lead, but that lead seems to shrink all the time. He's done extra supply call downs on some of these supply depots. Were those extra supply depots on this front line? I feel like maybe they were for Scumbag. That's a lot of supply he lost, but I don't think he got supply blocked Drop coming out for Scumbag. He's got a Marauder and 6 Marines inside this medevac, pushing on out. Upgrades 0. 0 upgrades for Scumbag. Fully unupgraded Marines and Marauder. He's getting stim, but nothing else. No combat shield, no +1/+1. I mean, it's kind of hard to come out of losing 25 Reapers and trying to go into a mid-game, but he's trying. Liberators definitely on the way. And medevacs dropping at this third base. Unupgraded units are fine if your opponent has no defense at their third base whatsoever. Ravagers are responding though. Corrosive Vials could get thrown down and the medevac decides, nah, I'm going to leave. I will leave before then. Ah, the mutas are here for Teeg. How many does he have? He has 9. Whoa. All right, 9 mutas up. Going to try to get some harassment down. There's really no defense inside Scumbag's main base. He's actually not looking great with that one. I'm surprised with how much chatter there was in the early stage of the game. There's nothing through all of this, but I guess the fact that Scumbag did not respond to Teeg's initial attempts to communicate, I guess neither player feels like there's much of a reason to try. Yeah, I mean, does Scumbag not see these mutas? He's not making any static defense at all. These 2 tanks are dead. The SCVs in the main base are effectively dead. Yep, tank gone. Another tank gone. Keeping that tank count down is very, very nice. Don't go next to the bunker! I accidentally went next to the bunker. Trying to get this reactor. The Marines do respond and the mutas decided it's time to pack on out. Infestation pit finishing up just now for Teegs. There's a drop at the third. Marines doing pretty well. Corrosive Vials trying to land on top of these units, doing okay. It's just a small scale skirmish here. One Ravager does get picked off. Again, they've got Stim. Stim is the great DPS increaser for Terran. That's why it's one of the first upgrades that we see every time if there's a Terran involved going by at all. Mutas. Oh, man, I have to get this medevac. Scumbag, figure it out. Brr, never mind. Medevac dead. A couple of Marines were unloaded, but 2 Marines versus 8 mutas is it's not great. Marines are good versus Mutalisk, but not when they're outnumbered 4-1. Let that be a lesson to you. Actually, in larger numbers, when the upgrades are higher, maybe they could. Do you think? Nah, I still don't think so. I still don't think fully upgraded Marines could handle a 4-1 muta situation. Gotta test that. Gotta put that in the test test environment. Is that what they call it? Test map? No, I don't think it's called a test map. Anyway, 4 medevacs coming on over from the bottom left side to the bottom right side. Gonna come on. The mutas are right next to this area though. Another drop here at the third base, trying to keep the Zerg's attention. Oh, the mutas see it though. Oh, snap! One medevac dead. The other one possibly picked off as well. The mutas got a little bit distracted and all the medevacs are gone, which means the 4 Marines that ended up landing here are not going to have a good day. Okay, more than 4 Marines, but that's it. Teegs. Oh, Teegs does speak English. Throw some shade back. How'd that go? He says to Scumbag. Scumbag says, about as well as expected. Oh no, Teegs was talking the first time. Never mind, I'm an idiot. Teegs throws more shade out, as he's already thrown, and Scumbag says that worked about as well as expected. Thanks. Infestors are out for Teegs. Another small drop on the right side, cleanup as well. This is how you deal with drops, is Mutalisks. It's just, it takes a lot of control. You can't fly them over marine balls. I mean, those are the general tips that I have for you today. Lings rolling in to this third base that Scumbag has up. They're trying to get right on top of the tanks. They're doing okay with it. That tank is dead. There's only 1 remaining here. Infestor's kind of walking into the massacre line here. Not good for you. And Teegs decides it's time to retreat here with his Ravagers and his Infestor burrow. Oh, Fungal does catch some of those units, but the Infestor's dead. Nevertheless, overextending a little bit is Scumbag retreating back to the safety of his medevacs and his single tank with 10 kills. 10 kills on that tank. Let's make it 11. The mutas finish him off, though. Sorry, tank pilot. You're out. The mutas are all dead, though, because of the Marines. See, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. He had mutas. Now he's lost 9. Corrosive Vials here at the third base. Or are they going to take it down? The repairs are good. The SCVs are dying, though. Makes it hard to repair. Corrosive Vials trying to catch that orbital command and make it burn down before... Oh, 20 hit points. I don't think Scumbag can save that. He doesn't even try. Third base gone with Ravager, Ling, Muta. Again, the Mutas are out, which seems like an obstacle for Teegs, but he's pushing in anyway with his Lings, with his Ravagers, with +1 armor. Ravagers a little bit outnumbered, though, chasing forward with Stim. And with +1/+1 is Scumbag and Combat Shield as well. Got those upgrades going when I wasn't paying attention. More tanks coming in here, and that's the thing. Roach Ravager good against Marine Marauder. Tell the upgrades get around +2/+2, and or there are a lot of tanks. as there kind of are. There sort of are here. So fourth base is done for Teegs up and to the left of his third. It's 56 to 33 harvesters. This attack needs to do some damage for Scumbag. If he doesn't do damage here, I don't like his chances to win this game. 22 banelings on the way from Teegs. That does not bode well for this very marine heavy composition from Scumbag. So Scan, he sees the banelings. Get out of there, split. Nope. That's a lot of dead marine. Oh man, banelings on top of tanks. Not ideal, but hey, use what you got. And this attack is getting absolutely cleaned up. Like with antibacterial soap and bleach. All right, so Scumbag's reinforcements are coming in. The medevacs weren't killed, so that's pretty useful. Medevacs already here to support this attack. Marines killing a queen on the high ground at Teegs, fourth base. And tanks setting up on the low ground here, getting some splash damage on these tanks and these infestors. Dude, splash damage on the infestors is bad. It is really bad news. Banelings trying to come in and deal with this again. Pulling back, and just the reinforcements by Scumbag. Pretty great stuff. Tank count is 4. And coming in with the lings and the banelings, and there we go. Goodbye, tanks. Taken up, retreating is Scumbag. By goodbye, tanks, one got picked up, actually. Corruptors here to deal with the medevacs now. Infested Terrans thrown down as well. Should be enough to get rid of these tanks. The medevacs want to stick around and save everybody. No. No, they do not. And all the tanks are dead. That was a pretty good hold. Pretty good hold there by Teegs. Medevacs heading all the way home. 90 to 74 total supply. Teegs has a lead, and 50 to 33 harvesters as well. Corruptors trying to kill these medevacs. Got one! Actually going to go ahead and get the rest of them here too. We don't care about the Marines on the ground. They're dealing with these Zerglings who are actually doing pretty well for themselves with the +1/+1. And with no medevac support on the Marines, they're dying, man. They are dying. This is a lot of dead medevac. This is 11 dead medevacs in the game. 2 remaining for Scumbag. Looking really bad for our Terran player. Corrosive Bile trying to be used. Not Corrosive Bile. Caustic Spray trying to be used on their replacement third base of Scumbag, but it doesn't work. Scumbag has enough on the ground to handle it. Teegs. Both players floating a lot of gas, actually. 1,000 each for these players. 81 to 71 total supply. Teegs has the lead. He's got more banelings coming on. Is Scumbag. Scumbag can't sit back and let the Zerg player macro up. That is my professional opinion. You cannot allow that to happen. +2/+1 done for Scumbag. +1 armor not actually in the works right now. I think losing those workers was a problem. He has so many mules. It's like 7 mules that just finished up at this third base. That income is so very useful. Indeed it is. Marines coming into the fourth base of Teegs. There are banelings. There are lings. Killing drones. Not going after the hatch. Lings coming from the backside. Corruptors going after the medevacs, and nobody gets home. Nobody is home free. Pretty good. Oh, the banelings should have attacked. Where did the banelings go? Infestors dead. Scumbag's positioning incredible here. Banelings finally making some connections. Target firing, not super fantastic. But more infestors getting killed. This is a lot of dead infestor, you guys. What is that? 13 dead infestors? 13 dead infestors. It's 18,000 resources lost for Scumbag compared to 20,700 for Teegs. It's a lot of dead things. And Ultralisk Cavern on the way from Teegs. All right. Ultra is pretty good against this marine heavy composition of Scumbag. You can pretty much assume your opponent's going to be marine heavy most of the time. In TVZ, 13 Marines, a tank, 2 Marauders, and a Liberator. And this is kind of how things work in TVZ. If you can survive to Ultras as a Zerg player and your opponent doesn't really have a good answer for them, you're going to have a good chance to win, is how this works. If the Terran player kind of gets stuck on Marine production and Medevac production and thinks that's fancy enough to win the game at Tier 3, they often have a rude awakening. Chitinous Plating on the way for those Ultras for Teegs. He's got +1/+1 done for his melee ground units. Not the best upgrades of all time, but upgrades that are, you know, okay. Okay, I mean, it's been an insane game. If you get 3 Rax Reaper rushed and survive and get dropped the whole rest of the game, it's hard to keep up with upgrades. I can empathize there. Or sympathize there. So sympathize means I've experienced it. Empathize means I have not, but I can try to imagine what it feels like. Sympathize. I can sympathize. Scumbag has a 4th base. He's got a 4th base right here south of his natural. There's a bit of a drop here at the 3rd, but again, Corruptor, Ling, Baneling, pretty good in the situation. Big old attack here at the 4th base. The Ultras have arrived. And good stutter stepping here, good kiting backward, but the tanks can't do that, so they get shoot up rather quickly. And you know, this is where you wish your infestors weren't dead, because they could fungal these guys to the ground and let your Ultras just have a great day with them there. There are infestors coming in. This infestor does not have enough for fungal growth yet. Did we not get to the pathogen glands upgrade? This is why you want the pathogen glands upgrade if you're a Zerg player. Ultras, again, trying to defend this 4th base, but a pretty fantastic little ring around the rosy play here. One Ultra is dead. The infestors, not quite sure what they want to do. But the Lings with the surround from the backside, good enough, good enough. Corruptors trying to kill medevacs. There are a bunch of them here, 5 of them here. Widowmine's firing, killing a bunch of Lings there. Ultralisk, just hungry. He's got 7 kills. He's a slayer. Lings and Ultras. Corruptors making sure the medevacs don't want to stick around. And see what's coming up next. These infestors have been burrowed. There's the fungal. Big time fungal on the infestors, but they get discovered. There's the scan. Ultralisk with 16 kills, 17 kills. He is an assassin. Marauder is here for Scumbag. He wants to kill that Ultra, but the Ultra's like, what up? I have no support. Let's get out of here. Can't use concussive shell on an Ultra because it's a massive unit. And Corruptors trying to kill these medevacs while the Ultra tanks all the damage. 19 kills and he's dead. Ultra carcass floating toward the surface on the fishing. Ling's trying to get her surround on these Marines and these Marauders, but the upgrades are too good. The medevac is too good. There's only one medevac. Widowmine's firing here as well. So suddenly it's 82 to 57 supply. Teegs is down to 41 drones. He has lost 26 in this game and killed 26 SCVs himself. There's not much for Scumbag, but it's 19 Zerglings. How is he losing Zerglings? Where did all the Zerglings go? Did he make Banelings with them? No? Was there an attack I missed somewhere? Where'd all those Lings just go? They disappeared. Oh, it's 9 Banelings. Okay, so it is. 9 Banelings in production. Attack here at the 4th base. Again, Banelings desperately trying to keep... They went the wrong way previously. Right way this time. Big time hits all of the Marines. Most of the Marines are dead, but there are more reinforcements coming here at the 4th base. I don't know if Teegs is going to win this game. Scumbag with the smiley face. Drones pulling back for Teegs. 3 more Ultras and 3 more Infestors on the way. Teegs going to lose this 4th unless some kind of a miracle happens. Ultra does pop out. Takes a Widowmine shot. Well, this one takes a Widowmine shot to the face. Another Widowmine shot to the face. And the kiting continues. Where are the infestors? They don't have pathogen glands, do they? They really don't. Burrowing the or the Ultralisks. No, we don't allow it. Scans. Scans say no, it's not allowed. Infestors can't do much of anything. They keep getting picked off too. Ouch. Don't get so close to the army. The kiting on display right now is kind of amazing. Average 300 APM right now for both of these players here at the Masters level. The kiting has been brilliant. Out of Scumbag, thus far, 104 to 54 total supply. That's usually a good sign that the player with a higher thing is going to win. Teegs is mad. Teegs is so mad right now. Ling's firing on the... Widowmine's firing on the Lings. Rather, there's a fungal, but there's no support for the infestors. He's trying to kill him, but there's just streaming units now at 5th base landing. For Scumbag, that's going to be it. That's going to be it. The 4th base is toast. We're down to a 3-base economy, and Teegs' 3rd base is essentially mined out. Income tab is not going to be very friendly. No, not really. About 900 to 1,500 minerals per minute. Again, it's not a giant army for Scumbag, but it's doing okay. That +2/+1 is doing him right. Widowmine's firing. 4th base planted for Teegs. 2 more Ultras in production. Does he have the infestors still? He does. He's got 2 of them. Neither of them can throw a fungal growth. So, effectively, they're useless in this situation. Widowmine's gonna fire on something. 4th base dead. Teegs can't even cancel. And that's it! Oh, the BM from Teegs! Teegs is defeated. And Scumbag is victorious. Ooh. Okay, so that's a hit. That was not very nice from Teegs all throughout that game, and then he ended up losing. So that's kind of a good thing, right? We like to see the BMers lose on this channel. Resources lost 26,500 for the Terran player, and 31,000 lost for Teegs. 8,700 gas compared to 6,000 gas for the Terran. 7 Ultras died, 20 Infestors were killed. Oh, 20 Infestors killed? That's way too many Infestors. 9 Mutalisks. 5 Corruptors, 182 Marines, 25 Marauders, 12 Tanks, 25 Reapers, 22 Medevacs. Usually you kill 22 Medevacs, you're going to be okay, but he just never really got the fungal Ultra combination that he needed to really wipe out an army and kill a base or two is what Teegs needed. Couldn't quite get it. Scumbag's micro was pretty darn fantastic for Masters, and he wins it today. So that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.